Hey guys, we are live in studio with Hannah and Savanna. This is the LA Clippers Dance Squad after show on AfterBuzz TV. Stay tuned.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Yes, we're from LA, they're from LA, and they are live in studio with us. My name is Christy Olson. Thank you for coming to hang out with us. We are going to be breaking down Season 1, Episode 4 of LA Clippers Dance Squad. This is called Broken China, and we are going to get the dish, the scoop from the stars themselves. My name is Christy Olson, and you guys can follow me at Christy Reports. Follow the whole AfterBuzz TV team at AfterBuzz TV. Thanks for hanging out with us live on YouTube. We are on SoundCloud and iTunes as well. Please give us a 5-star rating. And by us, I mean myself and these lovely ladies that are sitting here with me. Jill, please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Jill Munroe. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, all the good ones, at Stiletto Jill.
And you guys can follow me, Megan Stecher, on all platforms. That's Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. It's all at Megan Stecher.
All right, and you guys have been loving them now for 4 episodes. So excited to have these two ladies in studio. Please say hello to Hannah and Savanna.
Hi. Thank y'all for having us.
Hi. Well, thank you for being here. I know it's actually game day, right? So, Savanna, you were at the stadium earlier today?
I was at the Clipper-Laker game. Yes, I drove straight over here.
How was
It
it?
was great. We won, so.
Yay! And Hannah, was there some sort of viewing party for you ladies tonight? I know you usually get together and watch the show, right?
I did laundry tonight.
Oh, okay. That's pretty
exciting.
fabulous, too.
But I was watching it as well. Yeah.
All right, well, we are going to chat a little bit about everything that went down. We want to get your firsthand perspective. So we know that you ladies were on the way to Louisiana this week, but this episode kind of started out with the announcement. Which 10 dancers are going to China? Who's got to stick around here and go to Louisiana? What was going through your minds when Petra was saying those names?
We were waiting to be called. Yeah, I think
we all thought that there was a chance that we could get picked, and then when we didn't, we were super bummed.
it was disappointing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was there any ladies that were picked that you were surprised by?
Not really. I think everyone on the team has a good chance of being picked
Right.
to go.
It was all fair game.
Yeah.
Natalie was kind of upset that some of the rookies were going in place of the veterans. Did you understand that sentiment, or were you like, heck no, we want to go too?
I understood. Yeah, I think Natalie should have gone to China. She's put in the years, and she represents the organization really well.
Yeah.
That might have been a little mistake, as you could have seen from the episode.
I think so.
Whatever did you mean, Hannah?
Well, that means that you ladies get to go to Hannah's home state of Louisiana.
Yes.
What did your family think of, like, hey, I'm going to bring all my girlfriends down to meet you? Were they excited?
So excited. And I've got an older brother and a younger brother.
Oh.
He's 18 as well. So they were like, oh, yeah, who are you going to hook me up with, Hannah? They were super pumped.
Oh, that's fun. Well, what do they think of this overall, you ladies being a big part of the LA Clippers Dance Squad? And I know, Hannah, you just moved here. Savannah, you're local to LA, is that right?
I was
Oh, no,
born in
Tennessee. Sorry, of course.
Tennessee, yeah.
And then I moved here about 7 months ago.
All right, so what do our families
new.
think of being famous Clippers dancers?
My mom loves it. She's very supportive. She calls me during each commercial break to
Oh,
talk about what happened.
So
And she
sweet.
posts it on her Facebook. She's really proud, so.
Yeah,
She likes
same.
cute.
Yeah, my families have viewing parties, and my mom was like, Hannah, I got 5 new friend requests on Facebook.
My mom does
I was like, Mom,
This person
you
was trying
made
to follow
it.
me on Instagram. I'm like, well, first of all, why do you have an Instagram and don't accept them?
Well, you guys are really killing the social media game, actually. I feel like there's a lot of hot pictures out there.
Fake it till you make it, right?
Right? Oh, I love that. Well, we also saw tonight a little rookie sleepover that went down, and you invited Athena. Was there any discussion about, hey, maybe we don't want her here, or
No,
what was behind that?
We decided it was going to be all the rookies, so we weren't going to exclude her for any reason. I mean, she hasn't really done anything. We just don't click. So we thought we'd just give it another chance and
Try to get to know her better.
right.
So what went down at this sleepover? We saw a very, very little bit. Did you ladies have fun?
It was
I had a blast.
It was interesting.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it wasn't fun. I don't know. I think Athena just kind of made it uncomfortable a little bit. But, I mean, Floss Nest had fun.
Yeah, we
Yes,
had
of
fun no
course.
matter what
That's true.
happens.
That's true.
And I think it was kind of what we expected from Athena. It's not what we
Yeah.
hoped for, but it's what was expected from her.
So that question that she was asked when you guys were answering all the questions, was that specifically written for her to answer, or did that just happen that she
No,
got that
that was
question?
the luck of the draw.
That just
or
the luck of the pitch.
Look at that.
Wow, that was unbelievable. So as
Yeah.
soon as she said her answer, was the whole room like gasping, like, "Oh my God, I can't believe she said that. I think she directly wants to get a husband." Is that what you all thought, or you all thought like?
It was shocking to hear that she said that she wanted to start a family.
Agreed.
That was strange, but it wasn't too shocking to hear that she wanted to use Clippers as a platform to
Well, I
find
think we
her
all kind
potential
of
husband.
knew that,
Yeah.
but to hear her actually say it, we were like, she doesn't even
Taken
like want to hide it. Like, she's just throwing it all out there.
Wow.
So that part was a little shocking, but we kind of already knew that that was her mindset.
Wow.
Do you think that there's anyone else on the team, or is this something that has come up before where maybe there are some other girls who might be in the same mindset but not as open about it?
If there are, they're hiding it very well.
Right. We're
Because-
rookies, so
Yeah.
Right.
we're kind of new to it all, but
Well, you guys aren't allowed to date the players anyway, is that right? It's a pretty
Right,
hard
right.
rule.
Very, very enforced.
What was that talking to like? Was that day one? They were like, all right, day one, rule one, don't date any players.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, from the beginning.
Yeah.
It's just a known thing. And I think even like going into the whole audition process, you already kind of hear some of the rules, and that was one of the first things, like even before we made the team, they're like, no fraternizing
If
at
you're
all.
in this to meet players, then
Right,
you're not in the
right,
right
right.
place.
And then now, are there pains taken to keep you guys separate from the players? Is that why it was a big deal tonight about what hallway you walk down and don't walk down?
It's
and,
still that way in the
Okay.
Staples Center for game days for us. We know
Okay.
not to take a left. We have to go right.
got it. Okay, so now that makes sense to me.
okay.
Yeah, we didn't really understand why it was such a huge deal, Athena using the wrong hallway in China. Can you guys explain that a little bit more?
So at the Staples Center, we have players' hallway, and then we have like everyone else's hallway. And since we're not allowed to fraternize at all, we're just completely separated. So if we go down a wrong hallway, that's like number one rule: you will get in trouble because
You will get caught.
oh yeah, you'll definitely get caught. And if someone will tell on you for sure, even if you're close to the curtain, like the other game day we had, there's a dressing room for Hoop Troop, which is just like they like pump up the crowd or whatever. And I was near their door, and their door is right next to the curtain where you're not allowed to go down. And I was just walking in their door, and they're like, "You're not allowed to go down the hallway." And I was like, "Oh God, I know."
Like the Wizard of Oz, you cannot
Yeah.
see behind
you
the curtain.
cannot
Wow.
open the curtain. Don't even peek because you will get in trouble.
Wow.
Well, Athena kind of laid it out for you guys at the rookie sleepover, and she was saying, you know, I do feel kind of isolated and I feel kind of alone, and maybe that's not an excuse for breaking the rules. But what was going through your mind when she was kind of giving that little speech at the sleepover?
I'll take this one because I was actually kind of thinking about this earlier. Athena came in, we all came in as rookies. I didn't know anyone, Hannah didn't know anyone, so we all had, we could like, how do I word this? We all had the same opportunity to make friends. And we did. We clicked and we all get along. And Athena, I feel she just doesn't put any effort, she doesn't try. She did vocalize that we weren't getting along with her, but it did not make an effort at all. She isolates herself.
Right. You can't play the victim when
Right.
you're the culprit of your own demise.
Right. I mean, we're all friends. I don't understand why it's just you that no one gets along with.
Yeah, and even in China when they first arrived, we see her excluding herself again. She
Right.
went off by herself and that sort of a
And
thing.
she does that often.
Okay, well, what is the rest of the team's sentiment about her? We get to see you guys' opinions, but what about the ladies that we don't see talking on the show? Are they getting along with Athena?
Athena
some.
doesn't, she doesn't really make the effort to get along with the team, not just the girls that you see on the show. Everyone has kind of the same feeling, like, what else is there to you? Like, give us something and we'll try to work with it, but that's
Right.
just not what she does. She doesn't give us anything.
Well, what did you guys think of her behavior in China, or sort of her attitude of like, I don't need to stick with the rest of the team? What did you think about that?
Not surprising.
Not surprised.
At all. Yeah, she does that here, so.
Would you have grabbed that hookah and, had a glass of champagne in the club? Were you Were you thinking that looked like fun, or I wouldn't go anywhere near that?
I don't like hookah, so no.
Yeah, I've never tried hookah, and I don't think it would be there in China as I'm representing the Clippers organization.
And going in, they reiterated this is a work trip. A work trip. You have to represent yourself the entire time. So.
Right. Right.
So I have a question. Being that you guys are new here, how has the adjustment period been? Because not only are you new to the team is also transitioning with Petra and new choreographers. Is that whole thing sort of hard to balance with, you know, being new to a city, new to a team, and a team is also going through its own sort of transition?
I think it's easier for us as rookies because we didn't know what the past organization was like, so we don't have anything to compare it to. It's just like, this is our reality. But as far as the adjustment period, for me, it's been an emotional roller coaster. It's been really, really tough.
Really?
Yeah,
it's
very
like
hard.
it was pretty easy. Some of my family actually still lives here since I was originally born here.
Okay.
So I do have more of a support system than Hannah does. I mean, she has the girls, but her mom and everyone is really far away.
I moved out here not knowing anyone, so it was a little tough. And I'm not as much as a badass as Savanna is. She's like, why are you crying?
I do that.
Aww.
But I love you.
Yeah, she's been awesome.
Aww. Floss nest.
Yeah. Well, what is it that's been so difficult for you?
I think just not having friends or family from, you know, my childhood, people that I've known my whole life. I'm meeting these girls and they're amazing and thank God that I have them, but, you know, starting fresh and starting new and just like completely uprooting my life has been tough. Like an extreme state of vulnerability.
Yeah.
Good description.
Yeah, and I like what you said last week too about that it's you like that you're uncomfortable here, that you were comfortable back home, and that you really moved here to come out of your comfort zone. I loved that. That was a great sentiment. It's so cute.
Anna, what's the difference between cheering for an NFL team and then being on an NBA dance squad?
I think compared to the NFL, NBA dancing, it's a little more intricate because when I was in the Superdome where the Saints play, you're dancing for 80,000 people, so your fans are a lot higher. So the dance moves are more masked with pom-poms and hair flips and, you know, just larger moves, not as challenging. I respect both dancing, but the NBA, it's hard. I mean, our dance style is industry style dancing, and Petra is a cutthroat director that expects nothing but the best. So it's a little bit more tough in the NBA.
Well, I chatted with Natalie and Candace when they were here, and I remember Natalie saying that she had tried out for a few other pro dance teams. Have you, Savanna, ever tried out for other professional, like, sport teams?
I did try out for NHL dance team for the Predators back in Nashville, and I made it all the way through, and I got accepted to finals, but then I declined, and I didn't go because I got a scholarship to dance in college. So I was just like, thank you, but I'm going to take the other opportunity. So.
Oh, so you went to college.
I did, yeah.
We don't know too much about you ladies. You know, there's not a lot out
Ask
there.
away.
Yeah, this is good. Well, we do learn about Keegan a little more in this episode. Is this hard for you still to kind of talk about and reveal to everyone?
I don't think it's hard. I'm pretty open with my life. I mean, I'm on a reality show. I'm pretty open with my life. But it is still something that I deal with today. Like, you know, what's going on with you and Keegan is kind of like a very relevant question in my life.
I would bet that he was very popular with your family.
My family loved him.
Yeah, that makes it harder
He's
too,
a
huh?
great guy.
He really is.
Wholesome.
So you were really looking forward to seeing him when you guys went to Louisiana?
Definitely. I was very excited but very nervous because it was this new emotion that I was feeling. You know, am I going back to really, you know, feel these emotions that I felt before, or is it going to be a different feeling, like I don't want to be with him? So it was kind of strange seeing what, my body was gonna feel.
Aww. Well, we love kind of going on this roller coaster with you, and it must be difficult to share that with everybody. So we do sympathize.
Yeah.
Just so you know. And meanwhile, over in China, the ladies find out that they have to switch up their dance routine a little bit. What did you guys think of the original routine they did with the fans and the whole thing?
They were just doing that to please everyone in China, and then it didn't really work out. And actually, the dance that they changed it to was way harder, and I think it looked a lot better. So I think it was a good switch.
Yeah.
Yeah, we keep hearing about 7-Eleven. Is that the name of the number?
Yes, Beyonce.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wish we could
7-Eleven,
hear the
7-Eleven.
actual music on the show, but I
I know.
understand with like copyrights and paying
Right,
for
right,
it,
right.
you know.
Shoulder side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
We know, Miss
Step it,
Beyonce.
step it.
Yeah.
In the-
Look,
we don't
got a
worry
couple
about
extra
copyrighting
steps.
music here at all.
Well, Kelly was a little bit disapproving of Athena's behavior over in China, and I think we could all really understand that. She seems like just the sweetest girl I think I've ever seen. Are we getting
Yeah.
the right impression of
Yeah,
Kelly?
she's very sweet. She's super strong. Everything that she's had to deal with losing her mom and then being a leader for us. But she knows the organization. She's been in with the
Six
Clippers for
seasons,
6
yeah.
seasons. Yeah. So she.
If anyone knows it's Kelly.
Right.
So.
Yeah. Were you all surprised that Athena made the assertion during her interview that, oh, Kelly does all these crazy things, but she's just hiding it from the camera? Were you surprised that she was trying to like throw Kelly under the bus like that?
Yeah, she implied that like Kelly has a wild side
Yeah.
that she's trying not to show. Is that
Yeah.
true?
I mean, everybody has fun when they're going out, but you have to know when to draw the line when it's
Right.
a work trip or a fun trip.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, Kelly has a wild side, but so does everybody when they go out.
Right.
Have a good time.
I don't see her getting too crazy. I don't know.
I don't either, really.
She's
like,
not like topless on a bar.
Right.
She seems. She
knows how to have fun.
Disciplined, Kelly. too.
Right.
Very
Yeah.
disciplined. Oh, God, that fight got so awkward with them.
It
That
did get so
argument.
awkward.
It was like, and in the van, and Kelly's just trying to say, like, I don't want this to be weird between us. And Athena wouldn't even look at her. It just was like, Athena picked the fight, and Kelly was trying to make it right.
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 That's how Kelly is, though. That's Kelly.
Yeah.
She's a peacemaker.
Yeah, she is.
So as a captain, you guys are on board with Kelly?
Yeah,
It's
for
all good.
sure. Yeah, definitely.
Do you think that Athena was made co-captain to kind of shake things up from Petra? Because it seems sort of an odd choice when she obviously was sort of not an outcast, but sort of to the left of everyone else. Do you think that there might have been a better choice, or, not because she's a rookie, but just because of the dynamics of the group?
I think Petra saw Athena as this incredible dancer, which she is. She didn't see the social aspect.
She was picked pretty early, so it was kind of hard to tell. I mean, we were around her all the time, so we had a sense of her, but Petra really didn't. And so she was just going based off of dance ability.
Do you think that the other dancers, because she's standoffish, does it sort of diminish from her strong technical aspect, or is there an easy separation of, well, we may not click, but this is why we're here, so we, respect her in that aspect?
I definitely respect her dance ability for sure.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
I definitely separate the two. If she pisses me off and is a great dancer, I'm not gonna be like, she sucks. Because obviously she doesn't.
Right.
Well, there was a lot of talk about the sisterhood on tonight's episode again, and Athena and Blair, and they're talking about how Kelly is really the one who's pushing for that sisterhood, and Athena is wanting to push for being a great technical dance team. Is there one of those that you guys think is right?
I think we should be both.
Right.
We're together all of the time. We spend more time with each other than we do our families. I don't think that there's a way that we
Yeah,
shouldn't
because
be
mine's
both.
in Louisiana.
Well, you got me.
But yeah, I think what Athena doesn't realize is that being a part of a team means that you actually have to work as a team. It's not just having each individual be a great dancer.
Right.
You have to work together to be the great dance team.
Right.
Yeah, last week when she led the rehearsal, it started off pretty bumpy, but by the end, it seemed like she kind of got her footing with being in charge, and it went okay. Those practices that she was running, did you get anything done? Was it a disaster? Was that the only one ever?
I think that was the only one.
That was the only
Okay.
one. Yeah.
Definitely the only one. But no, she did pull it together, and it worked out.
Yeah, she worked us pretty hard.
Yeah, it went well, for the most part.
Has it been awkward for you guys to see what's being said about you in interviews? Whether it's like Petra making comments about like, oh, I didn't like her today, or she wasn't good enough today, or she's too slow, or even Athena has been saying a lot of like mean-spirited, mean girl things. Were you shocked? Like, I know we didn't like each other, but man, that was really crazy that she said that.
I think we all prepared ourselves for the worst.
We did.
As far as like personal attacks, what Athena has said whenever she was sitting with her friends at the restaurant, I was like, okay, I have uneven eyeliner. Like, is that the best you can do?
Yeah.
No, but nobody's taking anything to heart.
Right.
So, and overhearing like Petra's criticisms of your dancing, you're kind of like, oh, whatever. She says that to my face, like not
Exactly.
a big deal.
She will
Yeah.
tell
Okay.
you to your face. So
Right.
anything she says behind your back, you already heard it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah, she comes across as just being very hard, but at the same time, it seems like after you guys have performed, every time we've seen it, she's like, oh, that was great. She's happy with it. Like, she's not impossible to please. Even on tonight's episode, she was very happy with the girl's performance. Do you feel like you get that praise from her when it's needed?
Yeah, I think,
When we deserve it, she'll give it to us.
but whenever she gives us these talks, because she'll come to court rehearsal and be like, what are y'all doing? Y'all look horrible. And then we kind of kick it into high gear, and that's when we perform our best. And so we do get that gratification from her at the end,
She was actually at the game tonight.
but not without a fight.
What?
The gratification, it doesn't come without a fight.
That's very true. That's very true. But she was at the game tonight, and normally she'll come earlier and yell at us during court rehearsal, but she didn't show up until later once we were already on the court. And she said it went really well, surprisingly.
Good.
She was really nice tonight.
Aww.
A little praise from the boss lady.
That's always nice.
Yeah, we
Well,
love her.
She was pretty hard on Athena in this conversation, and even when she's talking to the executive, she's saying, Athena is an effing liar and that she's a troublemaker. I think that those were things that we all kind of saw from the very beginning, and we were wondering how Petra overlooked it. Why Athena was chosen in the first place as a co-captain. Was there something that we didn't see? A side of Petra or a side of Athena that she did display leadership qualities, or something that we were missing?
I don't think anything in particular. Like I said earlier, it's we were just around her all of the time.
Yeah.
She was not. So when she did get to get around her, she realized everything that we
Right.
already.
And sometimes Petra isn't at all of our rehearsals because we have Latrice as our coach. So sometimes Petra isn't there, and I think maybe in the beginning she missed out on, not seeing us bonding with Athena, or Athena making that effort as a leader.
So I'm wondering, what's been the best part of this experience for you guys so far? Like, not just making the team, but also being on the show, the two together. That's like intense.
The best part.
Yeah. Everything.
Yeah, everything.
No, that's true though. That's very true. It's all very new. The team, the show, everything. It's been amazing.
I wouldn't be here without the team, so that's awesome. I'm like living my dream right now, and it's all being documented.
Did you know that when you came to audition for the team, did you know that there was a reality show in the works that you possibly could be a part of?
Some girls did, some girls didn't. I did.
Yeah.
And at auditions, they were filming.
Oh, right.
So
Yeah.
You're like, when we saw the cameras, that was our first
Dead giveaway.
idea.
Well, were you surprised to hear Petra being so hard on Athena tonight?
No.
No.
Were you like, finally?
Yeah.
Low key.
Hi. Yeah, I think she finally was able to see the side of Athena that we were all experiencing. So it's just kind of like, thank you.
Yeah, and people don't realize that what Athena did is a huge mistake in our world. I mean,
Yeah.
you guys don't really understand how you just don't do that. So I think Petra handled it correctly.
Well, looking forward, what are we going to see you guys doing in Louisiana?
Well, you guys saw the swamp tour.
Yes. And then we go out on Bourbon Street. And then we also do a fish fry with my family.
family.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
fun.
There.
Yeah, Stecher brothers, Keegs. Yeah.
What else do we do?
Well, I remember you saying, Savanna, in like the first episode that you like to party. Although we haven't seen you get like too crazy. You know, is there going to be some Savanna craziness in the future?
That's
You will have to tune in to
Yeah.
me.
See, they already know how to work it. I think you guys. Does Natalie teach you all that? Like, because Natalie was on Survivor several years ago. Did she give you guys any tips about how to handle this whole
She
thing?
does give tips. I ask her stuff all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
About social media. She's good about that stuff too.
Oh yeah, she's
She's
great
a pro.
representation.
She is
yeah.
a pro, yeah.
She's got the experience.
Well, we don't know a whole lot about you ladies. What are some things that haven't come out yet that you want people to know about you?
Like what?
I don't know. I was surprised to hear, Savanna, that you went to college, just because most dancers go straight away to work.
Right.
Tell us a little bit more about that.
So I got a scholarship to Bethel University. I went there for a year and a half, and I only went there because the dance coach, he used to dance on America's Best Dance Crew, so he was phenomenal, and he was kind of like a mentor to me, and then he left, so I was like, there's not really a point to stay here. So I went to Ball State, and I just got my associates, but I also had a talent agency in Georgia, in Atlanta. So I was dancing and working while I was still getting my associates, and I just traveled back and forth. And then as soon as I got that, I moved out here.
Okay, and you were in college too, is that right,
I
Hannah?
went to LSU.
What were you studying?
I was studying marketing, and I left 3 semesters before got my degree. I kind of hit the road running. It's like, if I get this degree, I'm going to be stuck in a job that I don't want to do. So packed my bags and hit the road, and now
go back and get
yeah.
those. You know, this opportunity doesn't
Right.
present itself often. So
Well, yeah, it seems like you were really on a different life path. You even talked tonight about that Keegan had gone ring shopping. And was there something that just clicked in your mind all of a sudden that said, you know what, this isn't the life for me? Or explain that to us.
question, how did you do that?
Yeah.
So I think I was getting closer and closer to my degree. I was mapping out, kind of my degree plan, the end of it. And Keegan, I mean, he comes from a small town, and I love that about him, but he was getting closer and closer to wanting to get married and starting a family. And I realized, I'm wasting his time because he's such a great guy. Somebody's missing out on him, and I'm selling myself short by not pursuing the dreams that I've always wanted to. So yeah, it was just kind of like, okay, Clippers are having auditions. I've always wanted to move to Los Angeles. Let's do it.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Great.
Here you are.
Here I am.
Aw.
Were you guys Clippers fans before you auditioned, or who's your NBA team? Does it get kind of complicated?
Yeah.
See, I grew up,
Pelicans.
I grew up being LSU Tiger football, New Orleans Saints football, then, they were the Hornets before, and then Pelicans. Just natural Louisiana sports fanatic. And
Yeah, Nashville didn't have an NBA team, but my family, big Lakers fans. So for
Oh.
Christmas, I bought my
enemy.
sister a bunch of Clipper gear and sent it over.
And has she converted?
She kind of has.
Oh, good.
Well, she supports me in the show, and she's been to a Clipper game now. But I think she's still like diehard Laker. But
And now we're diehard Clippers fans.
that's right.
Of course.
That's right.
Well, so you guys went to visit your family. Hannah, has your family come out here to visit you?
Yeah, my mom surprised me on my birthday.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't know she was going to come, and I get a call from a California number.
We were at practice, and she started crying.
And, you gave away the story.
Oh, sorry.
Surprise, I cried. And she called me from a California number. I'm like, okay, who is this? I answer, it's my mom. I'm like, Mom, what are you calling me from a California number? Oh, it must be like the signals. They're getting messed up. I don't know. She lost her phone in the airport, so she had to buy a to-go phone, and then had to call me to pick her up.
Gosh.
Surprise!
Yeah, but it was awesome having her here.
So what did you do to her? Or do with her?
What did you do to your
I
mother?
did to her. I thanked her.
You kept her in a closet so that she could never leave, right?
Yes.
What was she excited to do, the Hollywood thing? Did you guys do the Hollywood thing?
Yeah, she was only here for 2 or 3 days, and we were filming. So she came along while we were filming, brought her to In-N-Out.
Yes, of course.
amazing.
Yeah, so good. And then I showed her the Hollywood Walk of Fame and Hollywood sign and all that.
The usual stuff.
The usual stuff, yeah.
That's cool. Well, you mentioned food there for a little second. I got to ask you, ladies, because I talked to Candace and Natalie when they were here. I'm a big fan of the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders show as well, and they have pretty strict weight requirements. They have to maintain their audition weight, and it's something to make a big deal out of. I know you ladies don't have to deal with that, but is it something that you worry about? Like, those are some tiny costumes, and we know that there are celebrities sitting right in the front row. Do you worry about that?
No, not really. I mean, for the most part, we all eat pretty well, and we cheat every once in a while, but we work out really hard.
I've had to learn what a kale salad is. Ray's eating fried shrimp po' boys, anything fried, everything fried, and I love desserts.
Yes.
I'm not huge on sweets.
I love
No?
Lucky you.
love the
Right.
sweets, love the carbs.
Oh, I like carbs.
Are you eating those tacos at Cabo Cantina?
No.
No?
No.
Are you still working there now, or have you gotten too busy?
I'm way too busy now. Way too busy. But, I mean, it was great while I was there. It was money.
Yeah, it gave us all a chance to tell the whole world about Cabo Cantina and 2-for-1s and the whole thing.
We were like 2 for 1 all night.
Well, because that's something that we can all relate to, too, doing the waiting tables and all of that.
Oh, yeah.
Do you feel like you guys have arrived now that you're not doing that anymore?
Oh, that is such a relief to not do it.
Right? Because you have serving nightmares when you're
Yes.
a server. You're in the
That's the real
weeds.
thing.
You wake up and you're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I was 4 hours behind on putting an order in the computer.
Oh my
Crazy
God,
dreams
this is so
like that.
real.
Yeah. Well, ladies, your makeup is so good, and it's so good on the show, and it's great in person. And I was wondering, could you give me any makeup tips? Because we have to do our own makeup
question.
here on AfterBuzz, and I'm always gluing the lashes on. Lord, I hope I'm doing this right.
Best tip is have Blair as a roommate.
So
yeah,
Blair
that's
does
the
really
secret.
good makeup.
She's the guru.
Yes.
Wow.
Makeup, hair. She's phenomenal at all of it.
I've just learned to tape my eyeliner off.
Okay,
Yeah,
for
that's-
cat eye. Okay.
Yes.
That's a good one.
Because I got insecure after
Tina got your head.
So kudos to you.
That's my favorite tip, too. And, we look crazy with that Scotch tape on, but, man, it looks good once you take it off.
What are some of your favorite lip colors right now? Because I feel like the lip colors are the biggest deal right now.
Okay, taupe from MAC.
Okay.
The best thing
nice
that's
color.
ever happened to me.
Is it a lipstick or a lip liner? So I'm writing this down.
It's a matte.
Okay,
but
it's a
you can
matte.
use spice liner.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, I do have that one.
A spice liner. Okay, I have whirl on. I have whirl liner today.
looks good.
Yeah, thank you.
Sit and dish all night long, I
I
feel like,
know.
ladies. Is there anything that you want to put out there that you want the world to know? Anything you want to clarify or clear up? Anything you got to get off your chest before we let you guys go? This is our opportunity.
Where do
Let's
we
do it.
begin?
I don't have anything specific. I mean,
Yeah, I think we've.
what you
I've been
see is what you
portrayed.
get.
Yeah,
Yeah.
portrayed pretty
Accurately.
accurately.
Yeah.
Accurately.
Accurate. Words
Yep.
are hard.
Yep, sentences are even worse.
Well, we're loving you guys on the show, and we can't wait to watch 4 more episodes. I know there's already talk of a second season. Is that right?
We're hoping. Just
Fingers
keep tuning
crossed.
in.
Yeah, just keep. Yeah, DVR.
All of it.
All of
Tuning in,
it.
tweeting.
That's right. Retweet this
Instagram.
interview, everybody.
Right. Yes.
Yes.
Well, where can everyone find you on social media?
So I am at Hannah Cormier, and it's HANNAHCORMIER.
All right. We do have iPod listeners listening, so.
Perfect. And I'm at Savanna Reed. SAVANNAREAD.
Oh, well, we've so enjoyed chatting with you ladies. And if you guys want to reach out to the rest of us on the panel, where can they do that, Megan?
You guys can find me across all platforms. That's Twitter, Snapchat, and Instagram. It's all at Megan Stecher. And as always, it's MEGANSTECHER.
And I'm at Stiletto Jill on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, all that good stuff. And you can also check me out on jocksandstilettojill.com for all your sports gossip.
All right, and you can always find me at Christy Reports. Please also subscribe to my YouTube channel, Christy Reports, and make sure you come back here every Tuesday night where we will be breaking down brand new episodes of LA Clippers Dance Squad. Big thank you to Hannah and Savanna for being here with us tonight.
Yeah.
And we will see you all next week. Bye-bye. Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.